Okay, so how does it sit along at highway speed? The Superdual X at highway speed, I'm sitting at 100 kilometres an hour, which is about 70 mile an hour. No problem at all. Very smooth. You do get a little bit of buffeting from the screen. So 100 k's an hour is about 70 mile an hour for those that used to review this in America, or we use mile an hour in the UK. So that's about 70 mile an hour, 100 kilometres roughly. There is one way to do this. You can, the screen on it sort of comes in towards you. You can space the top of the screen out with longer bolts. So the screen's sort of more sitting up, straight up than sort of angled in. And it's not as bad as buffeting then. Or you can get those little wind deflectors and stick on the top of your screen if you're going to be doing big highway miles with it. So, but smooth wise, I mean, the bike could sit on 120 kilometres an hour or around 90 mile an hour, 80, 85 mile an hour, no problems. Very easily done. So at highway speeds, the bike sits along very, very good. No, like I said, no problems with highway speeds on this bike. The only thing I'd say is, yeah, space the top part of the screen out with some longer bolts and some washers or rubber grommets. And yeah, you could put even a wind deflector on, those little wind deflectors on the top of it, and it'll work like a treat. I've spaced the top of mine out on my Superdual, and it works a lot better, and a few other people have testified to that with their Superduals. So now this seat that's been modified by what Jim's modified, it's pretty good. I've been sitting in the saddle now for about 60 k's. Yeah, a little bit of a sore ass, I must admit, but it's not as bad as the standard seat. You can actually move a fair way further back than what you can on a standard seat. So that's good. That's you know, a good thing. You can actually do that. You see some of this scenery here in North Queensland. I'm on the south side of Cairns now. There's a sign there, 65 kilometres to Innisfail, which is heading south from Cairns. Sort of, if you look at big picture of Australia, it's Cairns is almost the top of Australia on the east coast, and Innisfail's heading downwards to Townsville and then eventually to Brisbane. And I'm sure most people around the world would have heard of Brisbane. So we're roughly about 2,500 k's to Brisbane, I think. I used to live up here anyway, so I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, beautiful scenery, beautiful weather in northern Australia at the moment. It's winter right now in Australia. This is in late June. I know it's summer on the northern hemisphere and winter on the southern hemisphere right now. So yeah, but up here at northern Australia, this time of year is brilliant. Normally the summer up here is very humid and that humid weather. It's very good right now because we're in a better place. For winter in southern Australia, it's like, yeah, it was -3 the morning we left. I know that's not real cold weather for some of you guys in the UK and in Germany and Europe, but it's pretty cold for Australia. I mean, we have our snowfields that does get pretty cold, but yeah. Okay, we're about to go up to a place called Atherton. It's on the tablelands above Cairns. Awesome place. We're about to go up another range. I wasn't going to go up this way, but because of that accident, I've had to go an extra 25-30 k's to head up to the range. I don't know how long I would have been held up in the how long I would have got held up at the tablelands, but I mean up in Coranda before they cleared the road up there, so decided to come this way. Anyway, you get that. Try and get this past this truck as soon as I can. So anyway, that's the Superdual on motorway speed. A little bit buffeting, but you can pace the screens out, but it's smooth as. The bike runs smooth as. Smooth around town, smooth on motorway speeds. So the new one's got the fuel gauge, so I can keep it on the fuel. Hasn't even moved. I've done 60 k's, hasn't moved off full yet. But like I said, most motorcycle fuel gauges aren't very accurate. Might get down halfway and then go really quick, who knows. So I'll switch on again, guys, when we get to a little bit more mountainy stuff.